How's it going, guys? Welcome back to S3M2 Football and welcome to today's prediction video. For this one, our action takes us all the way to Germany for a top of the table clash in the German Bundesliga. Football club Bayern Munich make ready the Allianz Arena in Munich for the visit of defending Bundesliga champions Bayer Leverkusen. We start off our team analysis here with the home side being Bayern Munich. The last 5 fixtures for Bayern have ended in 5 wins. Their last match was a 5-0 win away at Werder Bremen earlier this week. In these last 5 fixtures, Bayern have scored 25 goals and conceded 6. So Vincent Kompany's men are shipping goals in at the back, but their goal output right now is just phenomenal. The first player I'd like to talk about for Bayern Munich has got to be English centre forward Harry Kane. In 6 appearances for the Bavarian side, Harry Kane has scored 10 goals and contributed 5 assists. Harry Kane is a great striker who's on great form right now. Harry Kane is getting goals galore. He's building up well with his team. He's linking up with everybody. The chemistry in Harry Kane and the rest of the Bayern team is on full display right now. And I'm expecting Harry Kane to get goals pretty much every time he turns out for Bayern. Next up, I want to talk about French winger Michael Olise. In 6 appearances for Bayern Munich, Olise has scored 5 goals and contributed 3 assists. He's a very quick, very tricky winger who loves just making life miserable for the wingers on that right wing. Olise is able to go out wide and deliver crosses in or cut in and apply pressure on the goal. But a lot of the times, we see Olise looking to build up with the rest of the team, using his pace to catch the wingbacks off guard and just use all of that space out wide to link up with everybody else. Next up, I want to talk about another French footballer in centre-back Dayo Upamecano. In 6 appearances, he has yet to score or assist for Bayern Munich, but he's a very aggressive and very quick centre-back. He's the kind of player who is always looking to use his physicality to win the ball back. And while Upamecano can come off as hot-headed at times, I think it's just a massive display of his passion for the game and the club that he's playing for. Next up, we look at the away side. Now, for Bayer Leverkusen, the last 5 fixtures have ended in 4 wins and 1 loss. Their last match was a 4-3 comeback victory against Wolfsburg earlier this week. In these last 5 fixtures, the defending Bundesliga champions have scored 15 goals and conceded just 7. So just like Bayern Munich, Leverkusen right now are conceding goals, but they're scoring so many that it doesn't even matter. The first player I'd like to talk about for Bayer Leverkusen has got to be German attacking midfielder Florian Wirtz. In 7 appearances, Wirtz has scored 6 goals and contributed 1 assist. So there is 7 goal contributions in just as many games. Florian Wirtz is a sharp, quick-minded central attacking midfielder who is very flexible. He's got pace, he's got dribbling ability, he's got passing range, and he's got goal-scoring technique as well. Florian Wirtz is essentially very effective pretty much anywhere in the attacking third. Next up, I want to talk about Nigerian centre forward Victor Boniface. In 6 appearances for Leverkusen, Boniface has scored 4 goals and contributed 1 assist. Boniface is usually that lone centre forward deployed up front for Bayer Leverkusen. He's not the kind of player who looks to play as a target man to hold the ball up. He's very direct. He's looking to get at the opposition goal every time he gets the ball. Victor Boniface, for me, was a large part of why Bayer Leverkusen were able to complete a domestic double last season. And finally, I want to talk about Swiss holding midfielder Granit Xhaka. In 7 appearances, Xhaka has scored 1 goal and contributed 2 assists. For me, Granit Xhaka is a typical box-to-box midfielder. He's got bags of stamina. He's always running from the first minute to the 90th minute. But he's also Bayer Leverkusen's midfield general. He's the kind of player who's looking to inspire and motivate his team. And Granit Xhaka has a wide array of skills and talents that I think he uses to great effect as the leader of this Bayer Leverkusen team. Okay, on to the head-to-head in the S3M2 Verdict. Now, the last 5 fixtures between these two sides have ended in 2 draws 2 wins for Leverkusen, and then just 1 win for Bayern Munich. So somehow the odds are stacked against the home side here. Regardless, in terms of goals scored, both teams have managed to score 8 goals, which means here they're completely even. Right now, in terms of injuries, I think Bayern are only sweating over the fitness of Manuel Neuer. The goalkeeper is an integral part of the side, but good news is that he could actually feature in this match following a speedy recovery from his injury. The same cannot be said for a lot of defenders in this Bayern team, loads of defensive injuries, but the starting 11 for me remains unhampered. You'll still see the standard centre backs, the standard left back, and the standard right back. So for me, I'm still expecting to see Vincent Company line his team up in that classic 4-2-3-1 formation with that double pivot with two players where one would go forward to support and one would stay back to cover the centre backs. But the amount of attacking options he has at his disposal, it's just insane. Harry Kane, Jamal Musiala, Serge Gnabry, Leroy Sané, Kingsley Coman, and now Michael Olise as well means that Vincent Company and Bayern Munich by extension can get goals from this team pretty much anywhere. They like to keep the possession, but Bayern are a very flexible team. If they sniff a weakness in the opposition defense, they have no issue with switching to playing counter-attacking football and then just targeting that weakness over and over again until they see some sort of result from that. Regardless, the lone striker up front in Harry Kane is just there to get goals. That's pretty much it. No notable absentees for Bayer Leverkusen apart from left wing Martin Terrier, who is suspended with a red card. But I don't think that affects how Xabi Alonso will set his team up too much. I'm still expecting to see Leverkusen set up in their 3-4-2-1 formation with that kind of triangle up front with two attacking midfielders and then the center forward in Victor Boniface. Bayer Leverkusen like to keep the ball central. They also like to keep the ball and pass it around, but they really just like to target your center backs. Patrick Schick, Florian Wirtz, Victor Boniface, these three players in particular are going to be such a headache for Bayern's center backs. As I said earlier, Upamecano does tend to lose his head sometimes, and if his composure is called into question against players like Wirtz, Boniface, and Schick, you can expect Leverkusen to take advantage of a player who's already on a few bookings and just try to get him sent off. And unfortunately, a player like Upamecano does tend to lose his cool quite often, giving away penalties, free kicks in dangerous areas, and sometimes even getting sent off. So I think that could be an important game plan that Xabi Alonso will be looking to implement here. If we look at the league table right now, Bayern Munich are top of the table with 12 points, while Leverkusen are second on 9 points, which basically means that the winner of this match is probably going to be top of the table at the end of the weekend. There are other teams also involved here, teams like Freiburg and Eintracht Frankfurt, and Leverkusen know if they can beat Bayern and those other teams win, it blows the title race wide open this early on. Bayern have started fantastically. Leverkusen may be taking a little bit of time, that one win definitely hampering them right now. But as defending German League and German Cup champions, Leverkusen have set the bar very high for themselves this season. I do think Bayern Munich do come into this one slightly stronger based solely on individual quality. Bayer Leverkusen were a team last season that had a game plan, stuck to the game plan, and just worked as a unit. But with Bayern Munich, the team looked uninspired. Everybody just sort of looked lost. And now they're looking like a much more efficient, much more serious team. And I think we're seeing that in these massive amounts of goals that they're scoring week in and week out. I think Leverkusen conceding is still a problem. Yes, this team was able to score enough goals to come back and get draws and wins last season. But I think against this Bayern team, if you concede more than 2 goals, I think it's game over. And when I'm looking at how many goals Bayern are scoring, I think it's very likely that they get those 2 goals actually in the first half. Both of these teams also have important fixtures in Europe to deal with. Bayern do have a Champions League fixture, but Leverkusen have to deal with AC Milan next week. And AC Milan have proven that if they want to go up on the day and play good football, they can do that. Nevertheless, Bayern's fantastic form up front and Leverkusen's players just conceding too many goals and then accumulating bookings is starting to become a problem. Bayern in their own right show will be looking to target these players who are on yellow cards to try and get them suspended as soon as possible. They know these players will then have to play on thin ice and they won't be able to make those aggressive challenges that Leverkusen love making. And if they can target those players, I think it effectively cuts off Leverkusen's physicality, which is a major component of their game. Leverkusen have been comeback kings, yes, as I said, but Bayern's scoring record right now is just too scary to comprehend. My final score prediction here is Bayern Munich 3, Bayer Leverkusen 1. I think maybe Leverkusen opened the scoring, but Bayern's sheer firepower up front, I think, is going to ensure that no matter how many goals the Bavarian side concede, they'll just be constantly able to score more goals. And hi, thank you for making it to the end of this video. We really appreciate the watch time. And the fact that you took some time out of your day to spend it with us talking about the sport that we all love. If you enjoyed the content, why not, drop a like down below or comment in the comment section. Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. And I mean, while you are here right now, have a look at some of our old videos too. They should be appearing on the screen right now, along with that subscribe button. So you know exactly what to do. Thank you so much. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And have a great day out there. And we hope to see you again very, very soon. Thanks. Stay safe.